Good morning. This is Gary with Older Man, Stronger Man. I wanted to show you my garage gym setup, if you don't mind. Wanted to start with one of the centerpieces, not the centerpiece, but one of the centerpieces. This is a functional trainer by Xmart, and if you were to get one piece of gym equipment, this would suffice. This and what I would call getting a landmine set up, maybe on the end of that little leg, and you would be set doing every type of exercise you need, man. You have your pull-ups, you have your pull-downs, you got your pull-ups. You can do bench on this thing. You can do just about everything that you need. With a good bench, this bench is an ethos, and it's not like, one of the top line benches, but it's a decent, very sturdy bench, and it inclines just the way I want it. And so if you were to get one piece of gym equipment, this functional trainer would be fantastic. You can see the bar right there. You can hook that up and even do bench press. So that is a very important part of a gym. It's not the only piece. This here is a Schwinn Airdyne, and I was looking at the assault bikes, and they're wicked expensive. My brother has one, and we were talking. He came over and he rode on this one, and he says, actually, I like your bike better than mine. And he's got top of line assault bike. I use this to train myself going to the Grand Canyon last year, October 2nd. We went rim to rim in one day. And so this was an integral part of my training, along with hiking. I'm very fortunate. We have a mountain that's not 15 miles away that has a 10,000 foot elevation. And so I can hike and get my body ready for those arduous walks and stuff. And so when I hit the Grand Canyon, the only problem I had was with my hip. I was not tired. This thing will get you in shape, but it isn't for the weak. All right, so here we go. Everybody in a gym should have a television. That's a 55-inch. I also have a Bose sound and then an Onkyo set. The Bose comes with a CD player, and you can just kind of play your own music, right? And then I have a full rack of dumbbells. It's it's not the only free weights I have, but these are very important. If you don't have the space for something like that, you can always get those adjustable weight ones that will go from 5 to 50-pound dumbbells, and you just dial them in. Those work fantastic. All right, man, these are knockoffs, but honestly, I really like them, and I like what they do with the muscle. They really do concentrate on certain parts. I like the different sizes. There's that middle one. I don't think it's necessary, not for my body type, but I think it's kind of wise to get them because everybody's built a little different. And so that is something to take into account. And this is just some of the things that I have for my pull downs. These and these are the only free weights that I have. And the reason I have these 45s, the 35s, and 25s are because I use a landmine, which is hooked up to another piece of equipment that I have, which I will show. This is the Magic Pegboard, and this has got a lot of more implements that I can use. There's my 45-pound Olympic bar and also an Olympic curl bar. Those the straight bar is for my landmine. I don't use any free weights. The older I get, the less movement I want, meaning I don't want to make these adjustments while lifting. I just want to lift the weight. And so, as you can see, I've got extra collars right there and there. I got more of those pull down things. And, every gym should have a character. And these are places that I've been. This is my gym right there. Older Man, Stronger Man. and get out there and hustle. These are daily reminders that you need to put in the time and the grind. So, and then of course I've got all kinds of different stuff as far as it just makes the gym a little warm and it's not so you know, cold and whatever you want to call it. I put those the sheetrock on. It was all studs and ugly, and so I took a little time and I put some effort in it and made it my gym. So this is a vibrating machine. I won't get into what exactly it does right now, but if you look them up, they pretty much are amazing. They're fantastic for you. I will do another video and tell you how I came across most of this stuff. I also have a scale. Not that I really want to step on it because I don't really go with the numbers. I go with what the pictures and the mirrors tell me. So that's cool. And then it's not hooked up yet, but this place will have air soon to keep it cool while I work out, because here in the desert it gets hot. We can have 112, which means it's going to be like 120 in here. So that's going to be a necessity. So this is a Paramount Fit 5000. It's got a whole lot of stations. I actually added a couple of stations to it, which I'll explain. As you can see, it's got the preacher curl set up. It's got pull downs, much like the functional gym, but this one actually can lock you in while sitting, and you can concentrate on your back extremely well, and it's fantastic. And then for chest, it's got the incline, decline, and just regular chest push. And again, the reason I went with a machine versus Olympic weights and free weights is because mechanically it keeps me true. And the older I get, the less untrue I want to start shoving heavy weights, etc. Now, as you can see, there's a leg press here. And it's decent, man. And so what I'm going to get, once I get to the point where I need much, much more weight, I'll get one of those pins that fit in there, and I can throw a couple 45s on there on top of what I'm working out with, and it will be perfect. Something I found, this is excellent for your calves. Just lower your legs and point your toes, and you get a hell of a calf workout, along with a great workout as far as leg press. This station here needs no explanation. It's great for leg extensions and then hamstrings, and it does work really well. It's got a full stack, which that will melt your legs. At least somebody my age, it melts my legs. I'm not looking at being Mr. Bodybuilder. I'm just looking at being fit. Oh, and then here, this is a landmine, and this is the other thing. If you could not afford anything in your gym except for this, you can do just about every exercise there is. They have all kinds of implements. And so if you're looking at space problems, all you need, you don't even need something like this to hook up to, you know, your functional trainer or whatever. You can put it on a 45 pound weight and put it in a corner and do all kinds of fantastic exercises. So that bar on the bottom is for the landmine, and as you can see, you can really build up your lats, and you can, you know, you would go from wide to narrow. This is for the landmine, and you can do one-sided lats. And then also this yellow piece is for military press. And then, of course, you also can do squats, which let me show you. Let me see if I can find my squat thing. All right, this here implement is for squats and also military press with the landmine. And it does work, actually. And you can change your position for whatever body type you have. Sorry for the jiggling here. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I noticed, you know, trying to get this up onto you from the floor is next to impossible. So what I did is I went and studied, and I found a piece for like a motor type of thing, and it will hold 1,500 pounds, which is more than anything that I'll ever think of doing. Let me show you what I have. So what I do is I slide my Olympic bar into the landmine, and it goes just about a 45-degree angle and rests on that. what I did is I put a towel and a bunch of duct tape, and that way I don't hear clanking or anything like that, and it sits there. And then I slide this monster on, and it allows me just to step into this harness and then step to the side and do my squats, and it works really well. All right, here's another position sitting behind the leg press. You can do sitting rows, you can do standing rows, you can do bent rows. You can also do curls from here, single or double. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of a cool thing. And then what I did, I don't know if you can see that, I added a piece of metal because I had an apparatus for my rack for triceps, tricep bar. And I put these positions in to be able to do dips. And let me show you what that looks like when it's on. So this is what the dip apparatus looks like when it's hooked on. And as you can see, that's why I had to add that piece of metal there. And it's well bolted and it will hold my weight. And I prefer these fat grips over small ones. They don't hurt your hands as much. You don't have to grip. You can actually keep an open hand. And these are not for the weak either. So pretty much this is the gym. I have quite a bit of things to keep me entertained, right? On this side of the gym, we have the smaller Tractor Supply horse stall mats. I went with the smaller ones because they were actually, for the space I needed, they fit perfect. And so when I got the functional trainer there, I knew that I'd have to, get some mats here. Otherwise, everything scrapes and you don't walk on it nice and all of that. But on this side of the gym, they're a little thinner. I bought these from a place called Rural King in Florida, and I wish to God they have it. They sell this by the foot, and they have these big rolls, and you just tell them, hey, I want 20 feet, I want 15 feet, whatever your gym is. And as you can see, it cuts down on the seams, and it cuts down on, just the fit and the look. It looks really, really cool. And this is something I learned from other people's home gyms. I use duct tape on the seams. That way crap and crud don't fall in and you don't spend a week trying to get them out. It also makes mopping this thing and cleaning, although my floor is a little dirty. Sorry about that. And as you can see, it really, even with the multiple seams, it makes it look really professional. One last look at Older Man, Stronger Man Gym. This is where life happens for me. This is where things get done. Just remember, guys, the best place to start is where you're standing. Get to it.